All right, all right, all right. Let's see where we are. Cool. We are starting up. Welcome back to Hustlers Kung Fu. That's right, Glendon, your hustling godfather. Today, we're going to have a deal here. How to start a business from scratch. But we're going to talk about why sweat equity and why you must regress to get progress. All right, just to let you know, because we're going to get into the wonderful bean footage, I need to go here and make sure that this is all set up. Below the video are all the links to the courses. If you spend $150 or more at hustlerskungfulifeskills.com, you will become a lifetime member of Disruptive Mail Prep, which is going to be killer. Links below, codes below, you get 50% off. And I'm getting ready to launch this, so this discount is going to go away, so you need to grab it. Any course. All right, so let's get into, let me make sure my mods are here. Excellent, they're here in place. Thank you, mods. I went to Savannah, right? And there's this technique that I do driving, and I thought I would share it with you. Typically, everybody is to the left. And you got your slow pokes, you got your folks who are just being extra for no reason at all. They know that you want to go faster, but they're going slow because I'm doing the speed limit and I'm going to only do the speed limit, right? And sometimes you get into these wedges where, like, you're already here, there's a car here, there's a car here, and the faster you go, the faster they go. It's like this silent competition. Yeah, we're going. Well, one day, I was like, you know what? I ain't playing with y'all. So I just came off the accelerator and just backed up. And then I noticed there was this cut where I was able to get in and go around all those slow pokes. And this is something that I've been doing for years. And it's a solid principle that you can do for your business, because sometimes you must regress to progress temporarily. If you're trying to build your business and it's not going well and you're having all these issues, it's probably because you need to regress, reevaluate, and pick where you can go. Because I routinely am doing 80, 90 miles per hour in the right-hand lane because everybody is over here. Because the law is, well, slower traffic should be to the right, but since I ain't going that slow, I'm going to be all the way over here on the left. And there's all these wedges and things. And it's because it's weird with human behavior, because these folks over here know they need to be over in the right-hand lane. But the right-hand lane is usually just free all the time, just, unless it's rush hour traffic. It's amazing how that happens. So with your business, one of the things that you need to do is to set up a model where you can win. I'm not saying don't think large. What I am saying is think small for a few weeks or a few months or maybe a year, and then have it on your map to think larger. Because a lot of y'all are thinking that with no experience, and I'm not trying to be mean, nothing going on, no management experience, no marketing experience, no sales experience, that you're going to start this business and you're going to go from 0 to 100K, 150K. It's not going to happen. And this is not me pissing on your parade. I'm just telling you the truth. And it isn't because you're not smart. It's not because you're not ambitious. That has nothing to do with it. You just don't have no experience. That's the thing that changes and drives everything. Experience. That's what makes the world go round. Experience. Now, how can you do this? Because someone was talking about, like, I want to start a lawn business. I'm going to send them a link to the start a service business video. First thing you need to do is to look at your personal life and see what you can give up. Once again, you must reduce to progress. And if you're reducing and working hard at the same time, you're going to get faster and better results. So go through your cable bill, go through your cell phone bill, When I came out of the storage auction business and I started this YouTube thing, I had a Metro PCS. I had an old Verizon phone. I went in, I flashed it, and my budget was $1,500 a month. My car was paid off, but I had a $1,500 per month budget because I know how fast money moves when you ain't making money. Money just like, it's like has rockets on it. So I pared down to the bare essentials, and I had money in the bank. But once again, I have been through this before. I have lived on savings, and I know how fast they can go. So I crunk it down to the bare minimum. That's what you got to do. There is no luxury when you're trying to get rich. Taking trips. I see entrepreneurs doing some of the craziest stuff. Taking 5-6 trips a year, burning up money that could be used to grow the company, and wonder why their company's not growing. Because you're spending all the money on your lifestyle, player. You can't keep doing that. Plus, after you go through your personal budget and you go through like a gorilla, like Viet Cong in the jungle, you chop everything. You be ruthless. That's one of the first steps to regressing so you can progress. Then the next thing, you look at your life. You may have to give up dating. For some of you, it ain't going to be a bad idea, because what's going to happen is you're going to go through this process of building the business, working on your body, and then you'll emerge out of this jungle leaner, more fit, a fighting machine with some more money. Definitely with some more money. Because part of the problem is people want to make money, but they don't want to give up anything. In the case of my courses, which you can get for 50% off, links below. You don't want to pay money for a course? Fine. Cool. Rock your boats off. But they don't want to do sweat equity, which is a lot of work. I'm going to tell you what went into building this YouTube channel. First of all, I was like you. I didn't know anything about YouTube. It seemed cool. It was free. When I did my first video, it took me 10 hours to get it uploaded. This is what I had to go through. I had to make the video, which I didn't know what I was doing, so I had like a regular camera. Then I had to find a free video editing software, which crashed. And then I had to import the video, which was only like 7 minutes long. Then I had to run the video through Handbrake to reduce the size. Then I had this Toshiba laptop that got so hot from the processors of the video, it would be like, pew! It would be like this little ping, ping, and it shut off. I had to wait till the laptop cooled off. 10 hours to upload a 7-minute video. This is why there wasn't a lot of YouTubers. This is why I didn't have a lot of competition. And then it got a little bit better about 6 months down the road. Then the platform got better and they started giving us more tools. Then I got Max. But my first 6 months were horrible. Sweat equity. I did not spend, I spent maybe $40 for some software. But the learning curve was like this. It was just straight line up. It wasn't like this. It was like, boom, hockey stick. I'm reading books. I'm watching videos. Half these people don't know what they're talking about. And I'm literally spending 8 to 12 hours a day making, creating, uploading videos. That's what I was doing. A lot of sweat equity. Tons of sweat equity. Which brings us to the day, which is 8 years later. I can put up a 30-minute video in an hour. I can make it, I can edit in an hour. But I wouldn't have these skill sets if I didn't go through all that bullshit. If I didn't go through all those trials and tribulations, if I did not go through that. And that's one of the things that many of you are trying to avoid. You do not want to be craftsmen of your craft. I've been talking about doing YouTube, making YouTube videos for a long time, and no one believed me because this channel is very modest from a subscriber standpoint. But this channel, from a financial standpoint, is probably in the top 1% of YouTube channels. That's what I've been working on. I've been working on making money. Now, I am building another channel. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to Disruptive Mail. That's growing like gangweeds. That's growing like gangbusters. I'm going to probably be at 1,800 subscribers by the end of the week. This channel did not grow like that. It took me a year and a half to get 1,800 subscribers. A year and a half. And I just done this in 8 weeks. Well, let's say 1,600 subscribers in 8 weeks. And I really, only last 6 weeks, I've been consistently uploading. So I am a craftsman of YouTube. I know what to do, and I'm going to show you, because a lot of you like, well, Glendon, you know, you got those YouTube courses, but they really work because your channel is kind of small. I know y'all been saying that, but here's the thing. When this channel blows up, my YouTube consulting advice is going to be very, very, very expensive. So typically, when you're starting a business and you're really good, your prices are lower. And a lot of people sleep on you and miss on you because you're not that big. And then when you get big, everybody wants you, but they want you at that rookie price. Because I had a gentleman who was like, hey, my wife and I need some consulting. And I already knew the question. I said, are you making $250K a year? And he said, no, we're making 80. Go to 30 days to 2,500. Because I haven't announced this yet, but my new consulting rate is $3,000 an hour. And I'm going to get it. Someone, you know, it's not going to be everybody. It's just going to be who I want to get it. But for you, you got to put in the work, because some beautiful stuff is going to happen. I don't have my phone, but actually I can show you here. This very interesting thing that's going on with my Instagram right now. And I'm going to show you, because this is me showing you from scratch. Because, you know, a lot of people want me to do like from scratch, like actually this business, and just give it all away for free and stuff, like silly stuff. Okay. Now I'm at a moment. Now this is me, because if you've been watching the videos, you've been seeing what I'm doing, you know where I started with this, right? Well, something's funny happening. I'll lose a bunch of subscribers or followers, but they'll be replaced. And I'm kind of like treading water, because I'm kind of growing, because like 2 or 3 would leave and 1 or 2 would come, more would come. And that's starting to happen because I've built this thing to the point where that can happen. Now, the next level, I titled this Impala, it's a Chevelle. Thanks, Mike Tripp. And this is from the beginning, right? You can go ahead and look at this and see the progression. And you can see this happened over months. Didn't happen over days, didn't happen over weeks. It happened over months of posting and testing and trying stuff. That's what you got to do. Because one of the things that's going to happen is you're going to find something that no one else knows about. I have found something with YouTube that no one else knows about and no one else does. I got a YouTube expert. He's dying to dig into the data on this. Do the work. Do the sweat equity. Don't give up when it gets shitty. Because that's what a lot of you do. When it gets shitty, a lot of you like, I'm out, deuces. Hey, I can't do this. This is too hard. I've been working like really hard for 3 months. Ain't no results here. It's not enough time. You got to work harder. You got to work longer. Now, the drafting technique is very, very powerful. Sometimes you may need to keep that job way longer than you want to. I don't encourage anyone to quit their job and just start a business when they don't have any skills. Like if you have skill sets, management, marketing, executive skill sets, you've done this before, okay, quit your job and start your business. But if you just a straight rookie, that can be one of the worst things you can ever do in your life. That can literally set you back 3 or 4 years. Now, once again, the setback is temporary because you learn all these lessons and then you can start something else or come back to it and explode. But people just do not want to get their hands dirty. And you got to learn how to enjoy being a technician. One of the things that they recommend in the book, and I'm actually going to show it because I know a lot of people are like, what's the title of that book? Glennon, what's the title of that book? I want to know what that book is. All right, so I'm going to, where the heck is it? Books, okay. And we'll just go with the Google thing. All right. That's weird. All right, so this book, if you don't have it, go ahead and get it. I'll put it up here so you can see what it is. One of the principles in this book is for any job that you're going to have, that you should do that job for 3 to 4 months. It's in the book, and I fully agree with it, because when you hire someone, you will be able to know if they're bullshitting you or not. Because you've done the work. You've done the job. You know the ins and outs of that job. Get this book, Rework. It will be it's one of my favorite books. I really love what they did with that. And they had like a small staff of 12 and made like millions. So that was a good book about leverage too. So definitely. Now, another thing that you need to do. You have got to get real with yourself. Starting a business from scratch with no experience will be one of the hardest things you've ever done in your life. Tyron Spear, you know, he came here, dropped a lot of knowledge. You'll be sure to check that video out. He has been working for 8 years, and now that he's got a pretty solid income stream, you know, he's got employees, he's got systems, standard operating. He's kind of going out, he's networking, he's meeting people, and he's finding something out. Because we discussed it, and it just blew his mind. I was like, even before he got him off, it's like, you make way more money than most of these folks who are famous. He's like, yeah. He was like, more than like rappers. I gave him, I was like, average rapper makes 35 grand once their hits stop. Because see, when their hits are hot and they're touring, they can make millions. Most artists make their money on touring because they've signed their life away with a record contract. But the touring money's theirs. Or if the record label really pimped them there, they may not even have all the touring money. So once the hit dies down, there ain't no touring. It's over. And they just getting on royalties. And that brings them down like 10, 20, 15 grand a month. This is why I saw this guy, I can't remember his name, but he said, when I went through my first drought, you know, after my record cooled off and I saw how much money I wasn't getting, he said, I started paying cash for everything. My houses, all my cars, everything's paid for cash because I know what's going to happen. So when you are starting your business and you're an unseasoned rookie, you're just a little puppy, you like going to grow up and be like a big dog. But right now, you're just a little puppy. Your bite ain't got a lot of pull into it. Your bite, that's it. You don't have no teeth. You don't have any jaw muscles. You can just nibble on some stuff. You got to grow. And so many of you are trying to sprint before you can crawl and then get disappointed and disheartened after working just 3 months. Yeah, I worked really hard for 3 months. Nothing happened. God didn't have it for me. Yeah, that wasn't for me. God didn't want me. Motherfucker, get your ass back to work. Ain't nothing with God. God wants you to win. But God also wants you to work. Let's see. What's going on in these chats? Cool. All right. This dude Bakes. Thank you for being the mod. Johnny Walton, thank you for being the mod. All right. Cash Mac, it's always a learning curve in whatever you do. 100% correct. Poor sheeples of being consumers. Archangel, good old handbrake. I used to use that for videos. I feel you. It was horrible because sometimes you get the size of the video wrong and then you have to do it all over again. Archangel, 12 and 16 hours for an hour and a half rough video. No, it was 7 minutes. One of the things that was a problem was I didn't have the infrastructure. Infrastructure is very important for whatever you're doing. I didn't have the right computers. I didn't have the right camera, and I had to jury rig and ad hoc and piece stuff together because I didn't have a system. I didn't have a design flow. I had none of that. But Yeah, it was rough. Unique, I love making videos and video editing. So I've been uploading my music to YouTube through my iPhone. I plan on making YouTube a lucrative set so I can start making passive income. Well, go on with your bad self right then. Anthony Johnson, you have to be a technician with your business. The faster you fail, the closer you get to success. True. Oh, definitely. I would also do YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, anybody that will let you put your music up. I would even do Facebook videos with my music. What's up, Ganji? Thanks for being the mod. Yeah, Justin Bieber. he was found on YouTube. Unique, no lie, I've been slacking for a minute because I became impatient with the process. Success is much slower than you want it to be, but much faster than working a job. Let's see, YouTube. Yes, they are. Anthony Johnson, eBay. I think that's Mike Jones. Matthew Campbell, what's the best way to get clients for a digital marketing agency? Well, one of the best ways to do is to become really good at one of the platforms, be it Facebook, be it Instagram, be it YouTube. And you become so good, they come to you. All right, cool. So, folks, you got to be technicians. You've got to be craftspeople, because I am becoming more of a craftsman of YouTube. Now, I shut down the consulting business. I could still have that going on, but I feel that becoming a technician, becoming better with my cameras, becoming better with my quality, and digging deep into myself and getting into my creative side, that I can make 10, 20 times more money easier doing this than consulting. But here's the learning curve. Like this setup here, you know, I've known about 3-point lighting. This is the first time I've actually done it. It's just really weird that you know what to do, but because you're doing something else and your attention is splintered, you don't do the things that you know how to do correctly, because your bandwidth is so spread. So for a lot of you who want to have multiple streams of income, and I understand and I promote that, you need to nail down one. Get it consistent and get it done before you go on to the other ones. And a lot of people don't like to do that. RJ, every time I hit a roadblock, all I can think is, how can I create a system to improve the company? That's a good attitude to have. Charlotte, so you recommend for starting someone from scratch a service business for an offline business? Yeah, definitely. Because once you go into business, right, the skill sets are transferable. Marketing's transferable. Sales skills are transferable. Building systems and process, that's transferable. All that's transferable for service businesses and other businesses. If you get really good at them in one business, you can bring them up to another business. One of the things that I have is, a lot of people want what's done for DFY, done for you, where they just like here and you do whatever you want. And I've turned down a lot of those people because I don't want to be out creating bullshit videos for something I don't believe in. And, you know, someone's like, well, you know, I can pay you $20,000 a month, you know, we have a 3-month deal. And I say, no, because honestly, your product sucks and I don't like it. And I'm not taking your money, man. I know I got called all kinds of bitches and whatever, but where I'm at in life is, if it ain't fun, why am I doing it? Because you have a choice on the business you could start. Now, where I am, let me be really clear and define that. If you're broke, you live in a one room efficiency, and you got roaches crawling all over the place, you don't have a lot of options. You got to take what you can get and build on that. And then, oh, something else that I needed to talk about: preparing for your hustle. And this is something that I have not explained to y'all a lot, and that's my fault, my bad. You must prepare for your hustle in your business. And typically, because I've talked about it, but I haven't specifically identified that that was preparation. and I didn't make it. When I was writing the Craigslist ads, I was preparing for my writing career, and I didn't know it. When I was running the upscale garage sale, I was preparing for this, and I didn't know it because I got a special set of unique skills. I did doing that were transferable to this. So you might be better off starting a business for a year or two that you're kind of mildly interested in, and get your skill sets really high, and then move to something else with a better skill set. Because this world that we're in now, it's going to be brutal. It's tech. It's going to be tech. The stream I did earlier today with Robert Johnson, with Robert F. Smith, do you understand that a lot of people didn't even know who this guy was? The richest black person in North America. Probably North America. Yeah, North America and South America. And most of y'all didn't even know who he was. That's crazy, but hey. Apple Mac, damn, you shut down the consulting. Wow, also you write about being spread out too thin. I was trying to do stuff like on 5 platforms and getting worn out. I shut down the consulting business because I feel that, I'll even get into that in a minute. Let's see. Go through here. All right. I shut down the consulting business because I had to make a decision. And I'll walk you through my rationale. Consulting money was sick, right? But it was a job. I was an employee. I was an employee for at one point 5 people. And they were paying me a lot of money. I didn't have any weekends off. When the phone rang, I had to answer the phone. I had to address issues, fires and stuff like this. But I was an employee. I was not a business owner. I was an employee. So that was the first issue with it. The second issue was, do a project, you're done, money stops. And that goes against a lot of stuff that I said I wasn't going to do again. Let's take 30 days to 2,500. I didn't realize I made that like 2013. I've been selling it for 14, 15, 16, 17. I've been selling that program for 5 years. I created it once, and I've been selling it for 5 years. That's why I'm doing this, because once I get disruptive mail where I want, because I'm telling you, just for those of you who've been hitting me with all these questions, I'm not going to get on the phone with you, because I'm going to make a very moderate product. I'm going to teach you. It's going to be a book or a little course. I don't know yet, but it's going to be really short. It's going to be very inexpensive, and I'm going to take you through the process of what I did and sell it. And I'm going to sell that this year. I'm going to sell it next year. I'm going to sell it next year. So I'm all about creating products that I can make one time and sell over and over and over and over again. So that's another reason that I stepped away from consulting. Another reason was if I got sick or something, the consulting was over. I build these programs, sell it over and over and over and over. So any way that I looked at it, it's just like, yeah, you have a good thing here going with the consulting, but you have an amazing opportunity going here with your creative. I'm an extremely creative person. I really am. And to start a YouTube channel, to create a digital product that was not a perfect digital product. It had typos, it had an ugly cover, and to make 62 grand. You know how excited I was? I was like, wow, once I clean this up, I can make more money. That was my thinking. So that's why I just stepped away from the consultant, because it's not building me long-term wealth and I'm not creating assets. Whereas with these YouTube channels, create a video, people watch it over and over and over again, write a book, people buy it over and over again, create a podcast, people listen to it. That's where I'm going. So that's why I'm not doing consulting anymore. Except for, if someone wants it bad enough, it's $3,000 an hour. If someone pay me that, yeah, I'll do that. Where is? Definitely, Cody. I'll do a special video on that, Alex. Drill East Coast. Yes, it's amazing that we cannot see ahead. and then we get there and go, wow, and I'm glad I learned X, Y, and Z before. Yes. I did not know that the Craigslist marketing system that I created to sell products would get me pussy. I didn't know that. I was just like, well, let me just do this. And oh, holy shit. Look at this. I got some new pussy here. Oh my God, look at the new pussy. Look at it. It's so pretty. I didn't see that coming. So success leaves clues, and once you become good good technician in one area, you could use those same skills in another area. Anthony Johnson. All of my books are on one of these lists, one of the lists below. All my books are bundled up together for like 99 bucks. So with this deal, you get it for 50 bucks, and Pimping Craigslist, Storage Sharking book, all that stuff's right there. Go below, look for the Gumroad offer, and there you are. What's up, Kindle Vision? Kenny T, I'm made off Craigslist offering packaging services. Execution is key. Thank you for your teachings. The kick in the ass and the cigarettes. Seriously, you've been a blessing. All right. He's executing. Alpine, okay, I fully understand why you shut it down. Nobody wants to be an employee if they already got bank. Yeah, I mean, it was a great opportunity. I had some great clients. I love what I did, but let me just go ahead and share my vision with you. One day, someone, and I want it to be me, it may not be me, but someone is going to create a digital product. And through the leverage of Facebook, YouTube, they're going to sell this product to 1 billion people without a record label, without a publishing company, and they're going to make $2 or $3 billion. That's the vision. That's what I see happening. Someone's going to do it. I hope it's going to be me, but someone's going to do that. It's going to happen. And then when you get that kind of money, that changes the lives of your great-great-great-grandkids. And it's here. The opportunity is here. This is why I've been working my ass off, trying to get better at Instagram, trying to get better with these YouTube videos. As you can see, I got the studio. We got the blurry background, bokeh, that's what it's called. And I just got to play around with the lights a little bit more and get this the way I want it. Play around with the ISO so these things look good and the production value is very high. Residual income, yes, that's part of it. Passive income. Last year I made $110,000 passive income between YouTube earnings and the sale of courses. And I was like, I looked at that and I was like, man, if I work that, I can make 20 times that. So that's another reason. Alex, I will do that later. Don't ask me again. Don't make me block you like a zombie. And actually, I went into it. It's real simple. Yep, you do. Wouldn't you sign up for Hustle Camp? I have not seen one of those float through. All right. CMW, I will. You create that course. I'm not a woman. I don't know what y'all go through. I know what men go through. You create that course. I'm not creating that one. No. I've been down that road before. I almost wrote a relationship book and I interviewed over 200 women. I am not doing that shit. No, you can do it. I'm probably not going to get back in consulting. Not like that ever again, because as I think logic reigns supreme. I want you to just walk into the future with me. Let's say 5 years from now. Because like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I'm doing for Disruptive Male. A lot of stuff. And let's say I've got 30 more courses at Disruptive Male Prep. Then I got the Hustler Kung Fu stuff. plus then Digital Citizens coming online. So I've got Hustlers Kung Fu, Disruptive Prep, and Digital Citizen. That's 7 figures a month, player. 7 figures a month. 7 figures a month. You see where I'm going? So I don't probably think I'm ever going to get back into consulting like that again. Robbie Rob, thanks. She has started my small painting company. Already booked 2 jobs. Also plan to bid on an apartment complex, 50 to 150 units. Now, now you start hiring us. You start hiring help now. Dimitri Adams, I really don't know a lot about that, so I can't really answer that question. Okay. All right, so I'm getting ready to, let's see. Cool. This is where I want this to be. I'm getting ready to bounce. So if you want to be a lifetime member of Disruptive Prep, go below, use the coupon, because I'm leaving that, 50% off, get a course of $150 or more, and I'll make you a lifetime member. And hopefully I will be dropping that like next Monday. So that's it. All right, so that's below. Be sure to subscribe and comment and share this video with someone you care about. And I will see you guys later. I'll be out like a light.